Hey, how you doing tonight? Jeremy Callahan coming at you from the home office tonight. To app or not to app? That is the question. Should you build a mobile app? Can your business benefit from a mobile app? Do you have questions about mobile apps? Are you thinking about starting a mobile app? Let's do a live Q&A right now. If you have an idea for a mobile app, put it in the comments. I'll answer it. If you think it's a good idea, if you're wondering how to market it, anything, whatever you got, put it in the apps. If you don't know who I am, I'm the app man, Jeremy Callahan. I've been developing mobile apps since 2011. Before that, I did web. I've done a lot of websites, a lot of mobile apps. Had apps in the top 10 of their categories on iTunes, Google Play. I do it all. So manage big projects now, smaller projects, startups. Hello to everyone out there. We got some people joining tonight. Christian, what's up? Dennis, Justin, Roy, Susan. Like 25 years, right, Susan? Stephen Young, Marta. Hi, everybody. Hope you're having a good night. It's Tuesday. If you're in San Francisco, my band is playing tonight at 9 o'clock. Boom Boom Room. Shameless plug. All right, so again, if you have an idea or anything for an app, just put it in the comments and I will answer it live. Just kind of to kick things off while we wait for some questions to come in. Actually, let me look over here and see if this thing will update. Hang on, sorry. And all right, need to update that so you see the comments from over there. I have been posting a lot about Bitcoin. The reason I've been posting about Bitcoin is because it's like major clickbait. I have all these people that follow me that are like huge Bitcoin people. And if I post something like a question about Bitcoin, they go crazy and they just I get more comments and posts and people talking and having conversations about Bitcoin, but nobody knows what they're talking about. I'm not saying I know what I'm talking about, but none of those people know what they're talking about. Anyways, I posted one the other day of who's got an idea for a Bitcoin app, right? And all the other Bitcoin posts I make, comments. This one, nothing, crickets, because nobody's got any good ideas, right? So if you have an idea for some sort of way to make an app and you can monetize it with Bitcoin, I would love to hear it. All I've seen in the App Store for Bitcoin are wallets, some payment, like people paying each other, and most of them are just ways to monitor all the different cryptocurrencies. Anyways, fascinating space if you're into it. If you're not into it and you want to spend some time going down the rabbit hole, do a search on YouTube for Bitcoin mining. Bitcoin mining, and watch these guys make their computers they're trying to make money by basically making computers that are on the network that process the Bitcoins. Anyways, there's a lot of shit about it. I bought some the other day, $400 worth, big deal. Okay, so now that that's out of the way, I got a whiteboard behind me. I don't think you guys are going to be able to see this too well, but let's get a little closer. And, well, I'll just go through it. You can trust whatever's on here. So I had made this the other day and related to mobile apps. And it's one of the things I talk about with my clients all the time is you need to have a strategy of how your app's going to make money, right? Obviously. And a lot of what people are doing nowadays are subscriptions. So basically I came up with some different ideas on subscriptions, and I'll just go through it with you. So if you have an app and you think it's going to be a subscription service, every month you bill somebody, I don't know, a couple bucks or whatever. Maybe if you are in fitness and you want to have a monthly fitness plan or something like that, this would be good for you. Okay, so right up at the top, you can't see it real well, but anyways, it's pricing, plans, and funnels. So it's all about pricing, a plan, and then a funnel. So we have a mobile app that we're creating right now, and it's a golf teaching app with music. I'm not going to say much more than that because it's going to be launching in the next month, and I don't want to give it away. I want to tease it a little. But anyways, we are going to sell basically subscriptions. So you have a subscription, you can listen to all the music you want for the month, or you can get an annual subscription. So when you talk about subscriptions, there's a couple of things you need to keep in mind. Number one is the happy path. When we say happy path, We mean people that they're coming in, they're going to buy. Like it's the person that comes in and always buys, right? So they come in and they buy. And the happiest path in the subscriptions that we have is an annual subscription. So it's a person that actually signs up for a year versus a month, right? Because the monthly subscription, the average person, no matter what product you have, web, whatever subscription service you have, the average person stays on a subscription for 2.5 months. Some stay for a month, some stay for 6. It ends up working out to 2.5 months is what somebody stays on a subscription. So the happiest of paths that we want is an annual subscription. And then the second happiest path we want is a monthly subscription, right? Now, we also are going to have these people that come through and they submit the first part of the form, they submit their information, but then they never, like their email and their phone number, but then they never pay, right? So now we have 3 groups. We have the annual subscription, the monthly subscription, and the people that didn't pay. And I'm just going to leave it to 3 groups tonight because there could be a lot of other funnels and groups that we might have to deal with, right? So here, let's move over a little. It's really hard to see. I'll have to get a better board next time. But anyhow, people that registered that didn't pay. People that registered that didn't pay. This is like the one you have to focus on the most because they did show some interest, but for whatever reason they didn't pay. So you always have to keep in mind that since you have 3 different groups of people, that you have to message and market to everybody differently. And when we talk about messaging and marketing, we're either talking about text messages or primarily emails, maybe some ads if you could run like Facebook ads or Instagram ads or something like that towards people as well. So anyways, anybody that registered but didn't pay, they're in a certain group. And before we build the app, before we even do anything, we're going to decide how we're going to deal with those people that showed some interest but never bought, right? Maybe we give them a $5. In this case, we're going to give them a $5 discount on a month. If they do an annual off of that offer, we'll do the same offer, but it'll be either monthly. We'll give a $5 discount, annual $50. We can do a series where we do educational emails. Since it's a golf teaching app, we could send video testimonials. We could send like golf teaching instruction, all this stuff. And then obviously what I mentioned before is Facebook and Instagram. So you can take all the emails of the people that didn't register for your product, and you can create a Facebook or Instagram group for those people and then send them specific marketing and messaging versus the people that signed up for a subscription. Well, what about those folks? They signed up for something. What can we get out of them? Well, they're probably going to, like if they're an annual subscription, they're probably a pretty big fan of what you do. So my advice always is let's send them a bunch of messages where we ask them to share, where we ask it to share on their social media or whatever. And then we can even offer them a discount or some sort of incentive for sharing as well. Get us more traffic, get us more users. Last week on the Facebook Live, I talked about the importance of having a share funnel, making sure before you build your app that there is a way for people to share. And when I say a way, I mean you're making a way, right? You're saying, hey, like after they register, you take them to a certain page that says, share this thing, right? So keep in mind, so you want to share. And then even after they register, maybe a week later, you could also look at your data and find out who's using your product the most. That means those are your biggest, they love it the most. Send them an offer, asking them to share. You probably don't even have to incentivize it, but you could. Right? So one of the things we talk about with monthly subscriptions here is kind of the emails, because these are the emails we have to send to people. One is like reminder emails that we're gonna bill them. And then the second one for monthly subscriptions especially is like 2 weeks after they've signed up for a monthly, we send them an email and we offer them an annual. We offer them an annual and we give them a discount to become an annual member at that point in time. More revenue for us. Again, kind of the same thing. We want to keep these people engaged, keep them coming back and reusing the app. So one of the things we do with that, like, again, you want people to reuse your stuff. You don't want them to just sign up once and be done, right? You want them to keep using it, keep providing value. One of the easiest ways that is just a series of emails with weekly content. This is a golf one again, so we have a ton of content related to golf, cool stuff. We can get people on the Instagram page, the Facebook page, and we can just put memes and different like funny things related to golf, maybe a teaching tip in here and there, so people reuse the app and get back to it. And then the final thing you could do is you could do like an offer. You could offer like other products to your customer base. So you could say like, I would say headphones, even though it doesn't apply to most of this stuff, but anything like let's say golf teaching app with music, maybe we could upsell them a pair of free headphones. Not free headphones, excuse me, paid headphones. Or maybe we could give people free headphones if they like share it or recommend a friend or something like that. So those are some thoughts, some ideas. Move the camera here. And then let's see if we can get the screen here. Oh no, earthquake. Sorry, it was not an earthquake. It was just the camera. Cool. So, hang on. Over here. Okay. There was a lot of emails going along this week and posts in the app community about the top paid apps, the top free apps on Apple for the year. And so a lot of those, where is it? Top charts. Okay, so as expected, and this is funny, like, let's see how many of the top apps that Facebook owns. Messenger, Facebook, Instagram. That's it. Oh, WhatsApp. So they own 4 in like the top 12 apps. 4 of the top. Google has, they have Gmail, they have Google Maps, they have YouTube, and that's about it. So those 2 companies have like 7 of the top 10 apps, right? So there's all the usual suspects in there. Actually, Bitmoji is number 1. Bitmoji, got to have that little cartoon character of yourself, right? But one of the interesting things is this paid category. And so this paid category, the top apps in the paid category, there's one in here. There's like all these games like Heads Up and Minecraft and a few other ones. But the interesting one that's in here, and where is it? I'm not seeing it on my page, but I know it's here. It's like 7-minute full fitness exercise. It's just some app. It's just some exercise app, right? And it actually went down, but I'm just looking at this thing right now. Okay, so it's like ab workouts, squats, body weight exercises, and this thing is like, let's see if you can see this. I don't know if you can see that, but it's horrible. It's like literally like drawings of people exercising. Drawings. It's not even like video of people exercising, drawings. Now they're in the top 20 for paid apps for the entire year. Dude, if you're in the top 20 for paid apps for the year, what does this thing cost? How much does this cost? Why doesn't it say? Well, anyways, it probably costs $1.99. Buy now. It's not giving me a price though. It's weird. Well, anyways, let's just say it's $1.99. If you're in the top 20 for top paid apps in the App Store with this crappy full fitness exercise app, they're probably moving like installs. I would think they're doing at least 60,000 installs a day. Right? And so maybe 10% of those people are converting to paid people. So 6,000 times 2, that's $12,000 a day. That's like, I don't know. It's like $2 million a year, $2.5 million a year. It's a lot of money. Hey, Rhonda. What's up, cousin? That's a lot of money to get an app. Now, it does take work to get your app that high up, and you probably have to market it and all of that stuff that goes along with it. But, I mean, that is not a great app. And yet, it's in the top 20. And they're getting tons and tons of installs and traffic. So, If you have an idea for an app, get in contact with me. If you know somebody that needs an app, Jeremy Callahan, jeremycallahan.com. All the contact information is on my Facebook page here. I would love to help you. I would love to talk to you about ideas you might have and tell you if it's a good idea and ways you can make money with your app. And app time. Okay. Doesn't look like people are commenting. People are shy. All right. Well, it's hard for me to see the comments anyways from my phone. I'm not in my normal setup. But thanks for joining tonight. The App or Not to App show. And if you have an idea for an app, get in contact with me. Ricky. What up, Ricky? Good to see you, buddy. Hope to see you all next week. Comment, share, like, send me any questions you have. I'd love to get in contact with you. All right. That's it, y'all. Good night.